I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Homestead Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you what we've got going on. I'm just about to make lunch, and it is this awkward season where we have nothing going on in the garden, really nothing going on in our greenhouse, and our freezers, our cupboards, everything's kind of getting emptied out. So I went to the store, bought some things that we love that we don't always get. I got some of my favorites from the store, some mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Matt loves mushrooms. Kids do not. These will be for him and I. We're gonna make to go with lunch. And then we got salmon. I do not like fish. I actually, hate's a strong word, but I strongly dislike fish. So I'm making this fish according to Matt's recipe that he loves to use because he loves salmon, as does the rest of the family. And then I'm gonna make a little spinach and lettuce salad to go along with it. Yes, we bought greens from the store, but we just can't do without our greens. Super easy for the salmon. We're using ranch, some lemon, and some pepper. Pulled my hair back quick because I'm sure nobody wants hair in their salmon, and I'm gonna preheat the oven to 375. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but our numbers have faded on our oven, so I have to count by fives as I'm going up and make sure I'm actually pushing the button. My tin foil. So we're gonna actually steam the fish. I got this salmon from Aldi. There were a couple little scales on the fillet, so I just washed them off. The first step is I'm gonna add ranch. For this size fillet, I think it was about 7 or 8 pounds. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of ranch. I'm just gonna spread it all around. It's not actually gonna be that thick, just a nice thin little layer. Then I'm gonna cut out my lemon for slices on top. Looks like an orange, but it's just a Meyer lemon. Thin, but not that thin. You can use a regular lemon too. They probably actually would work a little better. This is just what I've got. Put some of those lemons on top. And I'm gonna add a little bit of cracked black pepper. Actually a lot. Wrap it up. Salmon's gonna go in the oven at 375 degrees for 45 minutes. I've got the ends of my lemon left, so I'm gonna put those in my water. Waste not, want not, right? While the salmon's cooking, I'm gonna get my mushrooms going on the stove. I bought some baby bellas and then just kind of the typical white mushrooms. I'm gonna melt some butter on the stove for the mushrooms. I'm using a whole stick, I know. Now that the butter melted, I'm going to add some dry ranch seasoning. Just seems to be a ranch day. Add about 2 tablespoons. While the butter was going, I've been cutting up the mushrooms. You can do this with mushrooms whole. In fact, I really enjoy eating them that way. But I don't know that Matt and I will eat all these mushrooms for lunch. I mean, I hope we don't. And if we don't, I'm going to save the leftovers for pizza tonight or omelets in the morning. So slices seem to work better for that. So 2 packages of mushrooms in there. It's actually quite a lot. I should have used a little bit bigger pot, but I'm just gonna keep slowly stirring it, and slowly these mushrooms are gonna cook down. While the salmon and the mushrooms are cooking, I'm gonna start the salad. We'll be planting in a few days, starting our seeds, and it's getting so exciting. The time is finally come. I'm so excited to get rid of this store type step. I have to show you how good these mushrooms are looking already. I have them on medium heat, and I could do them on low, but I'm right here in the kitchen, so I have no problem. Just keep stirring them, and you can see they're already cooking down quite a bit, getting to that beautiful gray color. There are just 4 of us home for lunch, so I'm gonna get the 4 salads going, and mushrooms are doing great. Salmon's got about 20 minutes left, so it will be done soon. One of my favorites for on top of our salads that I still have from the garden, dillweed. A little bit of this on the salad. I don't know. I love the flavor. Mushrooms are cooking down so well. I want our salads to be more of a side, so I'm not going to add a ton of veggies to them. I'm going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese though. You could even put some of this on top of the salmon. That'd be really good. Probably unnecessary, but it would be really good. And then I am going to put a little bit of avocado on top just because I probably won't eat much of that fish and it'll fill me up. Has anyone out there ever tried to grow their own avocado plant? If you have, will you leave a comment below? I'd love some tips and advice. I've tried a couple times. I know I would probably never get avocados out of it, but I think it would be kind of cool. Pretty much always season my avocado with salt, and I'm using pink Himalayan salt. And then I also really like to use the Everything Bagel seasoning. This is the Aldi version. There is one, I believe, from Trader Joe's. I can leave a link down below in the description if you want to give it a try. They taste identical to me, both of them, but they taste so good on everything, I swear. No, they taste so good on avocado. So the salads are finished. Mushrooms are looking really good. I have one cooling down, so I'm gonna give it a try. Make sure I like the taste of the butter and ranch. Perfect. So I just realized I still have 10 minutes left on this salmon, and we were just gonna do ranch on our salads, but since I have 10 minutes, I'm gonna make up a real quick vinaigrette. Super simple ingredients we always have on hand: apple cider vinegar, mustard, honey, olive oil. As you can see, we buy a lot of things in bulk, and salt and pepper. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of mustard. I already used both of my tablespoons, so I'm using a half tablespoon to measure. One-third cup apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna need a new glass measuring cup. I can barely read the markings. Tablespoon of honey. Gonna use a spoon since I keep dirtying my tablespoons. 1 good scoop. How about that? 1/3 cup olive oil. And then just salt and pepper. Mix it with a whisk or a fork. And there you have super quick vinaigrette. How much time is left on my timer? I still have 5 minutes left. Those of you who cook a lot know what that means. I need to get this kitchen cleaned up and quick. Just finished cleaning up the kitchen. I'm starting to set the table and the timer went up. Our salmon is done. And I carefully open it up without getting burnt, hopefully. I want to make sure it's done. So I'm just going to use my meat thermometer to check that it's at least 140 degrees. Oh, maybe a little too down, it's about 150. It smells amazing, which is a lot coming from me because I'll try it and that's usually about it. As always, Matt says I have to try the fish. It's good, but it's still fish.
So is tuna.
Yeah, I like tuna. I don't know what that's about. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed any of these recipes, you can find them in the description below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Glad you got to see me again. Bye.